Hey everyone! So today is the day. You've asked for it, and I finally did it. Yep, you've asked to see inside my home, and now here it is. But let me be super honest right up front. I was totally planning to wait until I'd cleaned up all the piles of stuff here and there. You know, the junk that mysteriously multiplies when you're not looking. But then I thought, who am I kidding? That day might never come. So instead of giving you some magazine worthy version of my home, you're getting the real deal. The lived in, messy, authentic tour of my home. And honestly, I think that's more fun anyway. This is the space I've created over years of living in Indonesia, where I work, relax, laugh, and yes, trip over the occasional dog or the dog toy. It's full of quirks and corners, just like me. So grab a drink, settle in, and let me show you around. Now, don't be shocked by the messes you'll see. Stacks of paper, piles of junk. You know, I'm not really a hoarder, but I find it difficult to throw anything out. Because it seems like as soon as I've thrown something out, that's exactly when I end up needing it. So, no filters, no staging, just the place I live in. Let's go. So, this is the area where I do the work on my desktop computer. Yes, I have a desktop, I have a laptop as well, but I do most of my work on my desktop. My old eyes, I need big monitors. So I've got two monitors here. What I do is I usually do research on the left monitor and I do my writing on the right monitor. So, and there's the desktop, you can see it. And from my spot here, I can look right outside and feel like I'm actually not stuck inside of an office or anything. So I like that. And you see my fan. I have fans everywhere in my house. Even though the weather here in Pakham, where I live, is not too hot, but I still like to have the air moving. So let's look back over here. And you can see some of the stuff I have that's a mess. You can see I have a lot of tools here. I try out a different way to hold my iPhone when I'm trying to video and so forth. So I end up with a collection. I'll probably give most of those things away once I've decided which is the perfect one for me. And there are some more tools in these plastic boxes. So yes, messes, messes, messes that need to be cleaned up. And I have a junk room. This is where I keep all kinds of stuff. I've got my papers and things here. And, here's Casey. He's following me around and helping me do this video. So, and I've got a cabinet here where I keep the dog food, so he likes to come in here. Again, I've got more junk, stuff that needs to be gone through, figured out if I'm going to keep it or give it away, and so forth. So then back into this room where I do my computer work is a big room, and it has a big ceiling. It's not just my computer room. It's the same room where I watch TV. So you can see here's my TV and here's my bed, and Shadow is having a nice little lay-in on the bed. Yes, she's a happy girl. She's spends most of her time here with me. And then Ruby says, well, wait a minute, I want to be in the picture too. So that's Ruby on the right-hand side and Shadow on the left. Two of my 6 dogs. And behind the dogs is another room I'll walk around there. But look at what's on the walls. Those are my paintings. Um, I, I'm an artist and I do a lot of painting. Here's a couple of my paintings. Yes, and a doggy, an abstract, another dog. Let's take a look out this door. This is just a side area that goes to the garage and a small area. And I can close this off if I want to, but I don't usually do that. Up above, I have a room that I built. It's big enough for a guest room. Let me go back. It's a big room, and when I have it set up as a guest room, at one end there's a room for someone to set up their laptop, and then there's a room for sleeping, and then there's space for having a sitting space. So it's a big room. Unfortunately, when we built that, I wasn't very clever about the wood that I chose for the beams inside on the ceiling, and they all need to be replaced now, so that room is not usable right now. And you'll see I have dog crates in some areas. I have 6 dogs, and so if people are coming over, some people here in Indonesia are afraid of dogs or don't like dogs, and so then I put the dogs away for the time being. Here I just have a little area where I have some things that I got when I was tour directing. Almost all of these things were gifts or things I bought when I was tour directing in China, Japan, Russia, and so on. Here's another one of my paintings. This is a dog of a friend. And then here's my bathroom. This was just a little room. I didn't have a bathroom over on this side of the house, so I turned this into a dressing area and then a bathroom area. So that's what this looks like. Okay, now let's go over. I'll just show you. I turned this into a doggy room because I have these 2 big crates, and once in a while I need to separate the dogs, or if people are coming over who don't like dogs, then some of the dogs go in here. And you can see I have a lot of junk here as well. Junk, junk, junk everywhere you look. So now, one of the great things about this house, I love the huge doorway here. It's like the equivalent of 4 doors wide, and I keep it open all the time. So when I wake up in the morning, I look out and I see all my beautiful flowers outside. And this is something that I bought here in Jogja. Yeah. More paintings. Yes, more of my paintings. So, and now this area, when I moved in, this area was just outdoors. There was no roof. There was no floor. But I said, let's make this a room. So I had a roof put in with some sunlights and a floor put in. And now this is my studio where I do my artwork. And you see I'm working on some abstract landscapes right now that are right here on my table where I do my painting. And I have all kinds of, this is a messy, messy room because I have all kinds of papers that I'm thinking I might want to use on these particular abstract landscapes that I'm doing. And so lots and lots of supplies. Lots and lots of supplies. You can see the different paints I have here. And here are more paints and more. And more paintings. That one is not anywhere near done. It's just been started. And now I can't even find the photo that I was using as my inspiration. But here, this is my dog Mojo, an abstract version of Mojo, and an abstract painting just in general. Yeah. Here's another painting that I did, some elephants, which I'm very fond of that particular painting, the elephants. And all kinds of supplies here. And it gets very messy, as you can see. It gets very messy. That's okay. And then this room is, well, here's my sewing machine all covered up and not plugged in, so it won't get fried if we get some horrible thunder and lightning again. And a area for ironing, a couple of freezers. Yeah. And then back here, a small room where I have cabinets for clothing, a bedroom, some dog crates, and you can see that one of my dogs is in there taking a little nap. Yeah, these dogs sleep a lot. And TV here for my pembantu. More things. And this is the kitchen. It's a big kitchen, and Sunny is busy doing some cooking. I don't know what she's preparing for lunch. Unfortunately, I have not been able to enjoy her cooking lately because I have so much dental work being done and I can't eat anything except mushy food. So you can see she's made some tempeh already. And, ooh, maybe some eggs. I can eat that. Okay. And then here's where she does that. My laundry, washer. Doggy dishes. And now I'm back in the area that is my studio. Another fan here. I have fans lots of places. But let's take a look outside. You can see I have a table out here with lots of my paintings and so forth. And you can see this is where I do my recording. You might recognize this chair, or at least you recognize the plants that you see behind me all the time. And so this is the east side of my terrace. And it was one of the big reasons why I wanted this house, why I wanted to rent this house. A sofa here. And then we'll walk back to the other side. And this is another sofa over here. So, and then you can look out at all the beautiful bougainville and other plants that I have. Frangipani. So that's it. Well, now you've seen it. All the nooks, crannies, and yes, all the glorious piles of real life mess. I hope you enjoyed this little walk through my lived-in, not at all magazine-ready home. To those of you who've been asking for this tour, thank you for the gentle nudges. It pushed me to just go for it. Mess and all. This is me, this is home, and it felt kind of nice to bring you in, just as things are without fixing everything up. If you like this peek behind the scenes, please let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll do more casual home life videos like this, because let's be honest, life isn't Pinterest perfect, and that's what makes it fun and interesting. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.